Okay, let's do a learning lesson new year. So, Haskaps seem to be coming up. So, the indigo gem here, but there's still a little node. It's alive. If I can focus. What do we got? There's still a node on the tip. I think it's gone. I think this one, I've lost it. And I don't see another little node, but that one there's got one coming. So we'll see how they survive the potting. The Japanese maples actually, I think that's a New Year's popping out some little nodes. So that one might be coming out of dormancy, or it's not focused very well. The fresh dirt potted fig's the only one that's really doing that great. I think this one's pretty much stunted, dried out, or I began to think I got feedback from that used dirt. It's too strong, too hot. So very generic, I don't know. This one was the last I pulled out of the humidity chamber, and that's kind of my fault. I let that cube get way dry. So it had nice white roots and they turned brown. So we'll see how that one survives. Hopefully I didn't kill it. That's my fault being too dry in the humidity chamber. Really probably not potting soon enough. That one's kind of started, but I think the tips are starting to stretch. I think that bottom one's tips are stretching more. The top might be a little bit as well. That seems to, I don't know, I'm kind of suspecting the claim of the used dirt being too hot. Well, had moist, that was the driest, one of the driest of those fig pops in the IPA containers directly. And the old lignified wood, older. And I'm wondering if because it wasn't watered as much, it didn't have as much of the newts, or maybe the ratio is a little different with that one. So there might, I almost wonder if there's a shock. Also potential that happened with those going into that too hot and strong of dirt, where reeds like, some use sand, some use peat. Some use just the Pro Mix, but they never use fertilizer until that, maybe fuller feeding, the liquid kelp, maybe fuller feed, but they don't fertilize until potted the second time into the gallon or larger containers. So that was a big mistake, learning experience. I do have the 4x16 bags to do that fig pot method, so we'll see. We'll see how I do with these Haskaps as well. I still got two I can pot, and one I'm waiting to see if it'll get some signs of life. I don't know. We'll see. And the one that I lost, actually, I was surprised it started at all, because that bark was pretty tore up when I cut that. It sheared a bunch of the bark, so I'm guessing that might have got an infection all the way around with that one. This one I don't know exactly. Not really sure. But I'm starting to also suspect as I water these more, they're kind of out of control, random with that soil. So yeah, we'll see. But I think they're gonna survive. But they're struggling. I mean, that one looks great. Used stuff, it varies. I mean, it really varies. However, you have to keep in mind all these were from shots from getting snowed on. Halloween day or evening, afternoon. So I'm surprised they even survived, but that's cool. We'll see if I can get them out next summer. And then the willows, they're just tough, man. They're tough as nails, I think. They're salicin, coming out of their roots probably helps kill whatever, if the virus or something pathogen maybe deters others, I don't know. Seems pretty tough, but there is that one now. Kind of shot coming out of the humidity chamber, similar to the one other that touched one of the fig pops. And I don't know, I wonder if it's a disease. It's half of that one starting to dry up. It's drying up and dying, just like this one. Dried up and died, but the one side's kind of stunted, but I guess it's going to recover. I don't know. It's a little struggling, but should survive. And really not much with these nodes on the native, or at least the willow I grew up with here. Looks like they're alive though. Maybe a little growth. Might be a little. Yeah, there might be a little on them. So we'll see those roots. And then probably some of the houseplants. I probably can transplant the one back there. I don't know if that one's quite ready yet, and that big one, I don't know, that big leaf's probably not quite ready yet, but looks like it might. I don't know. That one back there looks like it's starting to send up something. Probably going, I don't know, that one in the corner, maybe. But anyways, okay, Happy New Year.